dolphin.
You're on.
Thank you.
Live.
Thank you. Why did you do that? Okay, let's see. All right, we're having very interesting starts here because there's a delay, but Chris came and fixed so we can connect now. All right, so welcome everyone. Oh, okay, now there's nobody in the chat. There was some people in the chat, and now I don't see anybody, but I'll say hi. Ah, there you are now. Okay, good. Hi, everybody. We're finally connected. Woo! Okay, so there's something about 1208, and that is 11. That's a nice number. And that is a 1. So maybe we needed to start there. So happy full moon, everybody. Akasha here, Nan Akasha. I'm here with my dolphin friends. I got some new dolphin friends. And Olga said, love this play with the dolphins. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity. Hope one day I will visit you from Europe. Yay! I hope so. Hi, Simfoni and Isabel and Joanne. And who else is here? Hi, Joe. Hi, Linda. Oh, it's not really going up. So dolphins are your spirit animals, Joanne. Well, you know what? I really am starting to feel they are. Everybody has some form of a dolphin spirit animal, right? But yes, it is such an incredible energy. And I love that it's getting louder and talking more and more to us as we go on. Can I help you? Thank you. So I've been really enjoying my new dolphins in stone that came to me on my trip, and have this incredible, this guy has this incredible little crown chakra thing going on here. And this is our pink dolphin. We have to have some pink dolphins. So if you are enjoying the series, thank you so much. Please share it with anyone else. You might want to subscribe. There's some kind of a bell you click for notifications, and then you'll know when we go live. And I'm going to continue the series. This is officially the end of the Guides and Healing series. However, the dolphins want to keep talking. So I'm going to continue having shows with them, especially for the next few months. And we're on the full moon. So we're going to talk a little bit about the full moon, and then we're going to dive into our celebration with the dolphins. So if you were with me, I don't remember when it was, last week, I think, on Wednesday, maybe. Last week, what came through was an incredible, well, there's so many different things that came through. I actually don't remember when. So we got an incredible healing. I think that was Sunday. And we became this rainbow kind of aura. And it was significant. It was extremely significant. So I'm going to repeat it. I'm going to transcribe it because for me it was a download of a healing and something I'm going to be doing and offering. So that was very exciting. But we had silver dolphins come through. We've had a lot of the rainbow dolphins, which I knew about them, but I hadn't really played or even connected with them much. And now they're very present. They're so present that I'll tell you a secret. I'm giving everyone who comes on the retreat a rainbow dolphin. And the rainbow dolphins are going to have some healing, so that they vary a lot. There's a lot of different kinds, different colors, different poses, and so you will have your rainbow dolphin to go with you through the retreat, and you can take it to the ceremonies and to the pyramids and have this incredible encoded stone to go with you. And once you're entangled with the dolphins, right, once you've been there with them, and if you don't know about quantum entanglement, you should read about it. It's the science world now knows that this is true, that we are one, and that the minute you interact with anyone in a profound way, you are entangled forever. Everywhere you go, no matter what time, space, dimension, or country, you are connected. So the beautiful thing about when you come on these retreats is that you go to a pyramid and you're now connected to that place. You were connected already. I've never seen anyone come who didn't have some kind of a profound healing because of the energy of the vortex, the energies in the ground or the stones, the energy from the ancient Maya or other wisdom that was there, some of the powers that are in the actual structure or the jungle or the waters or the underground waters or the intentions held by other people who've done ceremony in certain places. Any of these things are now like you have the cell phone for these energies. And I recommend that you bring a crystal or get some little crystals that don't cost a lot of money, small clear crystals, and bring them with you to leave in some of the sacred places and pyramids. This is very profound, and when you bring it, I'll show you and I'll explain to you, because we'll be doing healing in the house, in the condo. We'll be doing healing work, and you're going to be learning and connecting with the dolphins before you even get in the water with them. And then you're going to be having these different crystals, these different things. We have a whole, this is a beautiful, healing, nurturing soul journey. And everything is designed for us to connect you to what part of your soul is awakening. So what I love about today is that this is the full moon, and it's the 7th of March, and other things are happening other than just the full moon. The full moon has some miracles and magic in it. It has some energies of it's helping complete the Saturn thing that's completing, which I'll share in a second. And it's also, though, remember that the dolphins and the moon have a very special connection. They're showing me right now. Thank you. They're giving me an image of them coming up out of the water, and their head is wet, and then the moon is shining, and it's like lighting up their whole head like it's a spotlight. And they're saying that they see the moon, they track the moon, they reflect the moon, they play with the moon, they talk to the moon, they understand the moon's energy. And the moon's energy is important for us because I always feel it's the silver goddess ray, but it's not purely divine feminine. It has a balance of its own. So as a physical, quote unquote, form, it is a reflector, and it is there to hold, it's almost like a timer. It's the fastest moving planet. And so you're always seeing it. It's changing shape. It's changing how much of it you see, full to nothing, just, crescent moons and wet moons and, all the fun thing. And there's so much moon energy that's infused into all of the waters and into the land and into the plants. And we only think about the sun. Wow, thank you for this. So we're getting this amazing message right now. We only think about the sun because we know with our logical mind, the sun comes down and there's these things in a plant's leaf that have the ability to synthesize the light and turn it into food, turn it into what it's needed to grow. And it's interesting because the dolphins are saying, of course we love the sun and we celebrate the sun, and we do the same thing because the sun comes down all day on the waters, on the plants, on the land. Everything in nature understands this, and they feel the tracking of those. The problem is that most people have come out of sync with natural rhythms. And yes, you mostly sleep when it's night where you live, but you have lights, so you have artificial lights for a while. And then you have this connection to a schedule, to some kind of a okay, that is so funny. So they're saying a god, and I say, no, I'm not going to say it that way. And they're no, I want you to say it a god. Okay, so this is a very young, playful dolphin right now. Is this Perseus? This is Perseus. Oh my goodness, what an honor. Thank you so much. So the dolphin coming through right now is a little baby that I just met on my trip named Perseus. And what's funny is she's a girl, but they named her Perseus. And so, and her father is Zeus and her mother is Osiris, which is also a man's name. But just think about the powers. Those are all sacred names. Those are all gods. So it's not a shock. Oh my goodness, this is so delightful. So it's not, yes, honey, I know. Thank you. Thank you. she's telling me that I spoke to you so much when you came, but I don't think you noticed me. And it's because I was given a tour of a new facility. And as I walked around, I'm talking to the people and they're saying, oh, this is, you know, introducing me to the dolphins and explaining how they do things there. Because on our July and December retreats, we're going to possibly spend one of our half days over there, and they do some different things like some echolocating on your brain, and we do all this frequency work with the dolphins, but when I would do healing with certain people, paraplegics and things that they would bring in, there was a therapist who would the dolphin would come and specifically put their nostrum at a particular place on the feet or the back or the whatever, the neck or the head, and then the dolphin would send energy, and I could see the energy that would come out. So it was quite stunning, because sometimes it was just tiny little drops or like a very slow moving small thing and very long between. Sometimes it was like a machine gun, pop, 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 and it was intense, and everybody could feel it. And sometimes it would be rings that would go down and back up the person, or all different ways, and they cater it to the person. So that's something we've never done on our retreats before, is to actually each be able to have that echolocating on our heads by one of these beautiful new dolphin pods that we're meeting. So thank you so much. All right, so Perseus says that I should show you. So I am going to, this is so fun. Okay, all right. So I had a very fast trip across the jungle and went to a lot of sacred sites, went to a lot of places, went to the Dolphin Center where I know most of the pod and got to see them again and had some amazing communications. And then I also had the opportunity to, okay, let me look here. It's not there. To go to this new place, and it's closed right now because they are renovating it, making it beautiful, and they have. So I got to meet the dolphins that are there, where we may go do some of our healing work, and it's really an honor. I have to tell you that you need to, if this calls you wherever, you need to do it as soon as possible, because things are changing so fast. We have no idea when this may change, be restricted, taken away, and it just is. After the pandemic, it became epically obvious that it do it now. Just saying, if wherever you go, it could be here, could be somewhere else. So when I met Perseus, yeah, she's just waiting. He, she, maybe that's what's going on. Is it, maybe it's a gender thing, for me to find the picture so I can show you. So 4 months old, mother is Osiris and her father is Zeus. And so when you think about that aspect of somebody took Zeus is the Greek god of lightning or the sky, but basically the chief god, the representation of the all, the source energy. And the, wow, this is taking a really long time. Okay. So I don't know if you can see my screen, so let me make sure you can. Yes, okay. And Osiris, which is also typically a male god, is an Egyptian god, and for simplicity's sake, let's say god of the dead, one of the ones that you pass by to help you. It's also Isis's husband and the father of Horus, and those three create the Trinity, just the same as like Mary and Jesus and Joseph. It's Osiris, Isis, and Horus. There are many, many cultures that have that same paradigm. So let's see what we got here. Hello. I'm going to skip forward to Perseus since she's talking to us. All right. So here's Perseus, and here's Perseus with the mother, Osiris. And I have a lot of videos, so I'm going to get those put up here for you so you can watch. But at one point, I thought this was so cute. Perseus is only 4 months old and swims around, and the mother was laying more flat and horizontal. And Perseus came up and wanted to get this chunk of ice. They love ice, so she loves ice. So the person with the ice was on the other side of his mom, but I mean, it's, she's in water. She could just swim under, around, or whatever. But just so typical of somebody new to a body, right? A youngster. She just threw herself on top of her mother's back and then wiggled like, as if you can't swim, like wiggled and wobbled over the top of her mother. I don't know. No, I don't have that picture up here yet. And then swam up and got the ice. So I thought it was extremely funny. So let's go back and go ahead and thank you so much, Perseus, you beautiful, beautiful being. Right here, Perseus looks to me very much like a Crete, a dolphin from ancient Crete. She isn't. She is a bottlenose dolphin, but she looks from this orientation. Then I want you to also notice the energy coming out from her. So what I love about pictures of dolphins in water like this is that you can often see the vibrations and frequencies they're putting off. Remember, they're sonar masters. They have 2 ginormous brains. They never sleep. They put 1 brain asleep at a time. And they're sending out sonar. They're all of their frequencies, whether it's a sound, a squeak, a chirp, talking, what we would call talking with their mouth open, their blowhole. They use breath. They use a lot of eye contact. They're extremely good at multi forms of communication. Of course, the way they move or look at you and come up and around you. When we're doing the floating meditation, they'll come up underneath you. They'll touch a hand, a head. You might feel them rock you. You may feel them send signals near your head or by wherever you are. And then we can look at the pictures after and you can see how profoundly involved they were in going around and around us in whatever way they knew was optimal. So it's a complete free co-creation. They have the freedom to not do anything and they do amazing work. It's quite stunning. So look at the top where the blowhole might be or the crown chakra, and you can see that there's energy that comes out from it and then swirls around and gets bigger and bigger and then kind of almost splashes right up to the big fin there. And you can see that it's modeled. It has a lot of energy. It's clearly a flow, a vibration, a breath, something coming out here, moving around. And then you can see another circle coming from the back, the tail, out around, forming a circle back up again to that fin area. So if you think of energy centers, you might be tuning into what energy centers are sending things. We do heart-to-heart work with them. We get to hold their heart on both sides, so their heart chakra from underneath and on top, basically holding or hugging them close to us. And we do a heart-to-heart connection with them. We do a third eye awakening with them, where you get to kiss them, and then you also put their nostrum on your third eye. And I do a lot of these kinds of things. Of course, a lot of the things we do with them aren't the public access. However, I have a lot of the work we do before, the healing work we do in the condo, the intuition work. We attune you, we're going to clear you, we're going to bring you into a connection with the land, with the ancestors, with the waters, with the dolphins, with the jaguars, with the ancient Maya, with whatever energies are here for you, because you come here to receive keys, key codes. The codes are in the water. Well, they were talking about the sun holding codes, and dolphin sound and frequency and sonar holds so many codes. There's so much in there we can't even begin. We've just begun to decipher it. There's so much in just one frequency. So the communication, a multidimensional intuitive communication, that's possible because you're getting reattuned, recalibrated, balanced back out, and the waters are carrying their frequency as well. So you can just be tuned in to Perseus here and see if there's any message coming directly to you. And after you look around, I would recommend just looking into the beautiful eye. You might feel that your head to head, your third eye and your crown are sort of crown to crown. Beautiful. Now really seeing and feeling that swirl coming out of there. So we'll come back here. Okay, Perseus, thank you so much for coming through. And we now have you on the screen so we can tune into your frequency captured in this digital photograph. So Perseus was saying the word God. And at this point, we've connected to so many different energies. We're going to come back in through this. So Perseus says the moon is important because you don't remember that it is bringing codes, it is bringing light, it is bringing energies. It's doing the same thing the sun does, but you only see and remember and realize the sun is bringing some kind of energy that feeds everything here. You know, you can put your crystal in the sun and it will clear any of the energies that aren't going to serve our, wow, that's a beautiful, I just got I would say our ascension, but I got this image of a dolphin, a hologram dolphin, like in the center of a crystal ball coming up out of the water. So this like rising up with this joy on your face. So the moon is giving codes, and when it's the full moon right now, there's a special code. And okay, so I am a moon baby, and I am a moon, a special species of moon, and it's something where we come with an imprint. And there's many moons. This is the moon for this star that you are seeing as full today. But the moons that I've been to are many, many moons. There's moons to almost every place. And so that's my star alignment, is moons. And I bring the moon energy, but not just from this moon, and I bring it into the water. And I created this body so that I could bring the moon energy from our moon and connecting all through these moons that have given me their energy. And that my spirit self carries that moon energy. And I do a lot of work when I was in my spirit self. But I've come here and I've just arrived, and I'm here because the time is here. The wave is here. I'm seeing a wave coming from our heart, like a new wave is coming in. And this new wave needs the energies of many, many things that are not of this world. Many, many things that were once known yet forgotten on the planet. And many, many things that the ancients knew but were destroyed, forgotten, or not really seen. Now there's an opening, and like a full moon, I'm seeing a drawing around, and I see half of the underground of the earth and half above, and it's like drawing with a light or fire or something around it. So all of these energies are now coming from above and below. There is a representative of you. There is a shadow dolphin, and there is a light dolphin, and there is a shadow human, you, and there's a light, and those are now coming into the same sphere. You've forgotten these other parts of you, and you don't understand them. And the moon is what holds the information that brings this, and it brings it right into the waters. So if you get in the water, you will be receiving the codes from the sun and from the moon and from us and from so many other things. And then you will connect to that earth, because water is contained inside of earth. So we are a part, or we are within this beautiful planet's body. And this is why we work so much with the stones and the crystals and the showing other minerals maybe and different things within the earth body, because they are frequency receptors, and because we are sonar and frequency masters, they're, I know I don't know how to say that, they're showing me like this frequencies going up and down, up and down, up and down, this graph almost, frequencies, shifters, scanners, okay, scanners, and they're showing locating, scanning, locating, and then piercing, maybe like sending a signal like a laser directly in. Ah, okay. So they are also conduits for other elements, for shells or crystals or stones that are optimal for your healing. So they're showing, Perseus is showing us that some dolphins resonate with the moon vibrations in the water, and they bring that moon energy into who they are, who they touch, how they interact. Some are more sun-aligned dolphins, and they bring more of that fire and sun energy in. And some are attuned to certain realms or crystal kingdoms, and there's one they call dolphin stone, but we have many stones, and we talk to the stones, and they relay energy, they relay information, and they're becoming more awake as well, which is another reason I'm here. So I asked to come now, and I asked for a body that would be connected with those of you who can absorb this information that we can offer you when you come into our waters. When you listen to these, we talk to you through the ethers or through these bodies, and all of the conversations that have been happening have been gathered together by the dolphin kingdoms, and there's many of them. And so today I am your guide. Today I am honored because I am an ancient, ancient soul, and I am a little baby in your body, in your terms, in this. And I hold very important frequencies already. And on the full moon, I am at a peak of certain energies. When there's a new moon, my powers don't go away. I hold the new moon energies. So I work this way. And I needed Donna, and I needed Donna, and I needed Donna to, I don't know, he keeps just saying like a little kid, I needed Donna, and I needed Donna. So this is becoming, and there's a lot of movement around the heart center, like almost splashing and saying, I needed Donna, because if this, I don't know, they're showing me energies, but they look like colored energies. Like suddenly I'm seeing into the water and there's colored energies going out in layers, or I'm seeing into, any of these places. There's something that Donna is bringing that is imbuing the waters. And when we have that, there's a shift in us. We know this is a message from our soul to begin to do certain work. So we will be co-creating this, and the moon energy today is full and shiny and beautiful. So today, the energy, I want you to think that you also came from gods. So you may be part human, but you're also part God. And as that, the moon is your crown today. The moon is shining on your hat and shining on your crown. And you can see it on mine, and you can feel it on yours. And as that comes down and imbues your crown, you can receive it. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to breathe in, but like a tiny little whistle, like through a curled tongue, like you're sipping something and it's coming down the throat and into the heart. Be here now, be here, open, be here. This is an awakened state. You now can focus on your crown and you can see and feel the moon, the full moon shining completely down. You can sense the bright, glowing silver light, and you can feel this pulsing. And it looks like everything is just lit up, blindingly light, white. And now down around it, or being shown very like a mist that you can see through, but it's rainbow colors. It's coming down like it would come onto your crown, the edge of the crown. And it's a filter because now you can see inside of the moonbeam and what energies it's bringing into your crown. So as you receive your full moon lighting ceremony, I would call it, what I'm seeing inside, is this for everyone? For everyone. As Perseus says, this is a lens, okay? This kind of rainbow mist is a lens to see through, and there's a very delicate crown like gold and goes up with tall little towers, but everything is very fine, very filigree, very tiny, but tall. This is your mountain. So I'm being shown like a mountains that are jagged. Oh, okay. So Perseus says that you think of the ground, the earth underneath you as the stable, and the above as the sky or the infinite or the moving, and the below is not moving. But they're saying your crown is really the mountain, the most stable part of you. It isn't your root. And when you try to root and feel stable from there, you're not meant to. You're meant to draw nourishment from wherever you go. Your crown is your mountain. Your crown is your foundation. You have to turn everything upside down and start to think from up and out is not out of the body and the earth. It's a real pleasure to be in a body. It's a real honor to be in a body. It's a really divine, incredible moment. I feel so much joy that I get to be here. I get to play. I've already done so much work with this place. I'm here all day working with the waters, sending frequencies into the roots of the trees that are around me, sending new messages and new codes to all of the people who are here that are taking care of us or that are coming to see us. And this is very important work. It takes a while to transform, but through water, you imbue everything and it goes and soaks deep in and it gets digested and it gets transformed into rain, and then it comes down, bringing those codes into the world and into the ground. And that's the cycle. So see and sense the moon above. Feel, feel, feel the waters, the earth, the crystals below you. Feel how even in the waters, there's a sense of security and safety because you're surrounded, you're engulfed, you're held. We want you to feel like you are here in these waters, right here with us, right now. And you can immediately feel how these waters are clear turquoise, but there's a depth and a richness and a softness to it, the silkiness. You feel that it is full of energies that you've never quite felt. And as soon as you begin to float in it and relax and receive, Perseus is just swimming around us right now, going counterclockwise, swimming around you, creating a whirlpool, moving these energies. So see and soak in the water. And as you feel more, you realize you are receiving codes from the waters, the moon. The full moon was shining all night on these waters. So you feel and open to receive what the full moon has for you. As you allow that to come in, this whirlpool that Perseus has created stops and begins to go clockwise. And now you connect to the codes in the water from the sun. And as you absorb those, you don't need to know what they are, you just receive them. The energies in the water are moving clockwise around you, and they're coming in. Now you receive whatever ancient codes from the land, the water, the crystals, the ancients, the dolphins, and any other realm that's optimal for your highest good on this sacred full moon. And now allow this to be true and real for you, and draw these codes from this beautiful water and this divine dolphin, beautiful guide. You're now part of our pod, and the mysteries are being stirred up from these waters coming to you, maybe from Lemuria, Atlantis, or Mu, maybe from the Greeks, maybe from the Peruvians, maybe from the Mayans, maybe from the Egyptians, maybe from ancients in the sacred waters of rivers. All waters communicate, the sacred waters in the wells of the cenotes. Pure water caves here. Thank you. And he just did a little jump and said, "We are done," and dove down under the water. So we'll take in this surprise. It was so, oh my goodness, beautiful message. And Perseus is clearly now, how random that feels to me for me to go and meet him, but clearly not. I didn't even know about this new place. I didn't know about any of this. And that's why going on this journey brings out the magic. Okay, yes. So there's a lot of dolphins that are laughing and playing, and they're saying, okay, they're actually calling him old man, old man, old man. Let us play now. So these are part of a new pod as well, and these are the young, really playful. Jump, 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 play, 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 look at you, talk, really excited and eager to connect. So they're saying, let's play, let's play. How would you like to play? That's a wonderful idea. Okay. So Chiron is the wounded healer, and Jupiter expands things. And Virgo is the moon is in Virgo, 16 degrees, if that means something to you. And this is a place where Saturn is leaving Aquarius into Pisces. It hasn't happened since 93. And Saturn is structure and strictness and rules and discipline. And Aquarius has been our mind and our independence and our sense of oneness as a group. And that old mindsets that are karmic and no longer serve you are leaving. And as Saturn is now entering Pisces, it will be about 3 years, and you can feel this is the time to play because you're completing. They're saying play because this is done. There's a lot more lightness here. There's going to be more. Pisces is going to bring that blurring of boundaries, going to bring that intuition and that yin yang balance and the flow, but it's also going to bring these mysteries. And how will that interact with structure and strictness? Will there be more structure to your intuition? Will it be more accessible? What will this bring? There's a lot of fear around this right now. And we're showing you, you are a creator like we are. And we're helping to raise your vibration so you can also affect everything with your thoughts, with your intentions. You can sense direct energies too. And when you do that, you can decide what this experience will be. As structures change, boundaries blur. It could be that walls around the heart to love are dissolving and opening to a more expansive love, maybe to divine love, to self-love. And the rainbow, the full color spectrum, is coming in more now because this gives a harmonic to the frequencies that are being released, which are very toxic, and it helps them to be aligned and come into a harmonic state where they're not the same, but they're in flow and they're creating beauty. And you can now really feel that all of these energies, these structures that have limited you, these fears in the mind, these hurts and perceptions of your identity, anything in the mind that says you're not enough, there's not enough, anything that represents a not enoughness, you have an opportunity today to let that go in these waters, and we will help the frequencies harmonize it. Anything that has in the mind that tells you there isn't and you can't, and anything that says you shouldn't express yourself, you shouldn't speak up, you shouldn't do things for yourself, any limit to the new expansion of your soul, this full moon is asking you. this Virgo mothering energy is also structure, and it creates a safe space. And the wounded healer says, now is our moment. We can lay down the wounds, we can lay down the fears, we can lay down the mindsets, and we can say, that's it. Now, that can dissolve. And Jupiter says, yes, and I'll bring in more light, and I'll bring in more play, and I'll expand your joy, and I'll open your mind, and I'll open your heart, and you can expect miracles. You can step into magic. You can make that choice. Now the rainbow dolphins are coming. They're showing this enormous pod, and I'm seeing them from above, and you can see them under the waters, and they're coming fast, and they're just coming up above, and the water is still skimming over their long, very sleek bodies that have completely different striations of color with that glowing white underneath and the colors in streaks in different places, and they're coming so quickly. They're showing that this is a time of gathering, and you can feel it, and the moon is giving us this intuitive connection, and you can anchor it now, and we will show you that those prison bars that have held you back in any part of your life can now be submerged. Now I'm seeing this iron cage that's been all around us, and we were inside of it. And these are our mindsets and our perceptions and our beliefs and our abdication of our power and our choice and the truth of who we are and being afraid and all of those things. And it's submerging now into this Pisces energy. And very quickly the Pisces energy begins to rust it, it begins to soften it, and the door swings open. Exit those old mindsets, swim out into these beautiful intuitive waters. Feel these two fish of Pisces by your side, moving in a flow. There's Perseus and Thor, there's Regina and Picasso, Estrella. There's all of these beautiful dolphins, and in the center is Osiris. And they're leading us, and we're moving now towards those rainbow dolphins as they're speeding towards us. And way out somewhere in the ethers, the oceans of the new earth, we see them ahead. We come face to face. See, receive, download this beautiful message, eye to eye, or whatever way you've come to encounter. And from above, I can see these two pods meeting, and they go out so far, enormous. And it's like a layer, like an ocean that's above and outside of our earth, but circular, just like an earth. And our earth is inside of it. This is a higher, expanded outer earth, and it's pristine and beautiful. And we're reconnecting now. Namaste. So receive whatever information, whatever gifts, whatever messages are coming. And now the two pods dive down. So they're back to back, going down, down, all of them, so many of them turning and diving. So they're back to back, down, deeper and deeper and deeper. And you move through an opening, and you see that you're moving through the full moon. And as you do, dolphin pods dissipate. You feel your connection to them as you slowly come down into your crown. You spiral back, moving through the crown, the brain, the eyes, the third eye. You feel your essence, your focus, your spirit, your soul, your consciousness coming down, spiraling through the ears, the throat, into the neck. And now you spread down the arms and the shoulders into the hands, and you fill the heart until it's expanding. And you go down, down, down into the solar plexus, sacral root, down through the feet. You connect in to the body, mind, spirit. You connect to the light body. I bring this new connection, wisdom, this new awakened frequency, all that I have received. Thank you, Perseus. Thank you, Osiris. Thank you to the rainbow dolphins. Thank you to all of this incredible invitation, this opening to be a part of something monumental that is happening on the planet, something that has been promised, something that has been predicted, something that has been waited for, something that is profound. We give great thanks for being a part of this divine dolphin pod and all of these dolphins that have come, all of these waters, all of these crystals, to Gaia, to the earth we are moving into with honor, grace, and gratitude from the earth and the lives we're coming from. And breathe yourself back into your body and affirm. I affirm that in this full moon, I move through this portal and release the past bonds, prisons, limits, lack in the mind and any part of my light body. I release the structure and complete the karma as I am ready to move forward into my soul's destiny. I'm ready. I dissolve this and move into flow. I free myself and I remember as I move through my day, I don't think that way anymore, and I move into flow. I remember that my crown is there and it is my stability and my mountain, and it is my antenna, and that I have a pod that is with me always. Feel it, accept it, draw it in to your reality, into your body. You can feel your body, your touch into your desk, into your computer. Just feel with your touch, you are spreading this frequency. You're bringing it into your reality. Touch through your feet on the floor or the bed. Touch all the things around you. Know that this connection is now grounding into your 3D reality. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, that was quite profound and extremely unexpected and adorable. Oh my. Well, as you come out, I'll show you the pictures again of, where's Perseus? Well, these are some of my other friends. I got to see Picasso, and I got to see Regina and Estrella and some other women, and I got to see Thor, who was really talkative to me. And these are who we will be playing with. You can connect more to your pod. These are our new pod, and this is Perseus. And this is Perseus and his mother Osiris, and she's clearly, they've really given us a powerful message that said that they're here at this time in this specific place because they have work to do. And if you are connecting with them through me or any other way, then you're part of that mission too. Quite amazing. So Thank you, Picasso and Shadia, and all of the beautiful dolphins. You can see that they come around when we meditate, we play with them, we kiss them, and like I said, we'll be doing more of the third eye and the other play. And we get to do a lot of communication work. These are our beloved manatees. And as you connect to these from where you are, and then you come here and get in the waters with them and touch them, play with them, it changes your life forever. You really are a part of a pod. There was a man that came here, and he sort of came because his wife wanted to, but he was okay with it. And at the end, he said the most profound thing that he experienced was um, was looking eye to a dolphin. He said it's like they look into your soul and they see you in a way that no one else sees you. We're going to have a cacao ceremony and a sacred cenote. We're going to also be in this temple for a ceremony and incredible, beautiful cenotes we're going to play with in the sacred waters as well. So we will see where we end up going and what comes forward, what magic happens. We have such an opportunity to play in a beautiful place. This is a peaceful, beautiful town. It's safe. We walk everywhere and we take care of your accommodations and everything. And you don't have to worry. There's no nightclubs. It's just peace, nature, dolphins, beauty, lovely food, and incredible people. So if you're interested in coming, I do want to remind you that apparently we've had a misunderstanding. So we do have, until the 20th of March, we have a early bird price. And it's there so that you get to lock in that price with a deposit. So you don't have to pay in full to get the special price. You just have to put your deposit or pay in full. And that does secure the special price. Some people thought you had to pay in full in order to get the $300 off, but you don't. You just have to get your deposit, and then we give you the date that you have to pay the rest by, okay? I have talked to a lot of people about the retreat the last 4 or 5 days, and I've gotten some great questions they're asking. So we do have a sheet that has a lot of logistic information. We help you with anything you want to do. Some people want to come a little bit early or later and do other things. I'm happy to help you figure out where to stay, what you might want to do. We'll give you the numbers for your airport pickup. Everything, just get to Cancun and we will take it from there. And wow, I'm just very kind of shocked and overwhelmed and delighted with Perseus coming through. I really didn't expect that. Wow. Okay. Dolphins rule. I love it. That was gloriously ethereal. Thank you all. It was, wasn't it? What a good word for that. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. How divine. How wonderful. Wonder. I guess we'll use this. I think he's saying this. Maybe this is our representative for Perseus. And here's, wow, I may have to name this beautiful feminine dolphin Osiris now. So we're going to just say thank you again for this divine journey together and to all of this. Thank you for calling us to be with you, to see you, touch you, kiss you, to communicate with you, to do healing work with, on, and receive from you. Thank you for calling us to meditate with you or to remember our roots in ancient times and how we work together with you. Thank you for connecting us to the star dolphins and to the dolphins of so many realms, so many races, dolphins that exist in 3D, dolphins that exist at other levels of reality on this planet and on other stars. We are part of this dolphin rainbow tribe now, and we're honored and we give great thanks. And we know that all that has begun, we are a part of this. So we walk in and through this full moon, bringing these blessings. Now the Mayan, I'm being shown the Mayan pyramid, the 9-step pyramid, and they're flashing that. So they're saying, remember that you have been a part of every level and wave of consciousness as you raise yourself back to today. This is unity consciousness. You're standing outside the temple of the descended God. That's you. You're standing where you began, where you came into form. And that point gives you a perspective and a power. You're still here in form. You can bring in these energies and codes wherever you go. And you're here opening and connecting to your truth through your crown and up through your antennas, through your abilities to connect to other realms. This is what is dawning right now. And this is what our codes, so many codes were put into stone, into scripture, into art, into stories, into everything that we could in order to make sure that in this moment you could start to open the books that we left. We left key books. The books don't look like books, maybe, but we're talking about a building, a pyramid, a temple, a place, a vortex. Everything can be coded, can hold crystals. These books are opening. Please listen and remember that you do know, and that we're all here, the ancestors, the ancients, the star beings, the earth beings, the dolphins, everything is here together with you in this moment. Let the transformation be gracious, powerful, revealing. Let all melt away until you know that you are the pillar of light. Stand on it, in it, and within it. Own it. From the earth and the waters to the sun, you are connected. From the waters and the earth to the moon, you are connected. Be the star being. You are earth and so much more. This is the time. We will speak more for the equinox. Let the old dissipate and enjoy all that we've given. Namaste. In Lak'ech, Alakin. I am another you, you are another me. We are one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am on fire. Oof, Damia. Thank you. May this circle be open yet unbroken, and this connection, this gratitude, this beautiful step on our soul's path we have now as a pod, as a group, and in our individual paths, opened and awakened to a new place. What an honor. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Miraculous. I love it. I love it. I love it. You're so welcome, everybody. The dolphin way. The dolphin way. I know. Wow. The dolphin way. Mwah. 111. How cool. 111. Hmm.